This week, two education professionals provided their thoughts on child literacy and education in the Appalachian Region. Lindsay Robinson, a preschool teacher, shares her lesson plans for teaching children letter comprehension and reading
Working
skills.
with children from ages 3 to 5, teaching them how to learn and recognize letters can be a little tricky because I have such a range of ages in my classroom. And of course, my 3-year-olds are not going to be, most 3-year-olds won't be as successful as my 5-year-olds in learning to recognize and know a letter sound. So my lesson plans do tend to vary, and it depends on how, like, if I have more 3-year-olds in my classroom in a year or more 5-year-olds, I kind of bend my lesson plans that way. But the thing that works across the board for all of them is just being very repetitive. So, for example, we will spend 1 week on one letter. So, let's say today is Monday, we're learning the letter A. It's very much like this is what the letter A looks like. What sound does the letter A make? And for our group time that day, we might do A is for apple, and we'll do a little apple craft. Tuesday, we begin learning how to practice writing the letter A. And so for each day of that week, it's still learning that same letter until majority of my kids get it.
Statistically, 65% of Appalachia's population is below an 8th grade reading level. And in Cleburne County, Tennessee, that makes up 88% of the residents, and it varies across the different states. But there is no hope lost, as many programs and nonprofits go out of their way to help those in need. Beanie Yogahagen, co-founder of Freedom in Education, has dedicated decades to her career and shares her thoughts on how the program started.
Curriculum. And that is coming from our personal experience. So the other people on the team are also parents of multiple children. So we got to see, behind the scenes of really what was in the curriculum, but also teachers that we've talked to have said, we would love to teach great content, but our curriculum is just lacking. And it kind of goes back to the standards as well. And so one of our key initiatives is improving standards and curriculum so that teachers have what they need to be effective in the classroom.